Okay, so hello everyone. Sorry, my microphone was off. Hello everyone. Welcome to a Daily Dose of Hope, day 303. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. My name is Jason. I will be providing the Daily Dose of Hope. Woohoo! So, what is a Daily Dose of Hope? It is something that I was guided to do back last February of 2024. My guide said that the energies on our planet will start to pick up. And at that time, we were in a bit of a lull, an energetic lull, and that they were going to start picking up. And that if I wanted to, I could come on and give a daily dose of hope. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So let's begin. So, what I wanted to talk about today was first, I just wanted to share just something that I've been using. I really like. It's called a biofield tuning fork. It's a sonic slider. I just wanted to share it because it's really good. If you're interested, you can just look it up online. They're sold. Um, just look up a sonic slider. But these things are really really cool. And So I haven't had any like ailments to work on with them. But they're good for everything. I use it for myself. I use it for like just to kind of like put it on my face, and it's just this so relaxing. It's like a head massage. But I had a guitar student who had a problem with her knee, and when I first got it, I was like, "Hey, here, try it out." And she said it really, really helped out a lot with the healing of her knee. It helps out with pain relief, and so, but yeah, I don't really have anything to practice it on on my body. Um, but so yeah, so it's just for me, it's just relaxation. But yeah, I recommend it if you are in like constant pain, and you're looking for something to help relieve it. That's not medication or anything like that. This is really helpful. It's just a normal tuning fork, but it's tuned to a certain frequency that I'm not sure what it is. But the woman who created it, she um, experimented with a whole bunch of different tuning forks. But anyway, I recommend it. It's called the Sonic Slider. Just thought it's on my desk, and I've been playing with it recently, and I thought I'd just yeah, I don't get any commission for that. It's just something I like. I really recommend that if you are interested in sound healing. She makes the best forks. No spoons. Hey Michael, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So what I wanted to talk about today is there's a woman who is online. Her name is Allison Coe. I've talked about her before. She is a QHHT and a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner. And so what that means is that she uses the technique that was originally created by Dolores Cannon, and then there was a new technique that was also created after that. Um, and it's just a technique of hypnosis, but not traditional style hypnosis. It's more of like a guided meditation where people can travel within their minds and in other realms and find out things about themselves. And then the hypnosis or just the person that's helping out will just be the guide and try to help guide them through what they're seeing. And so that's in a nutshell. I'm sure most of you probably already know what it is, but just in case. Um, so yeah, but Alison Coase is one of the rock stars of Beyond Quantum Healing, and she has this channel, and she shares sometimes when her clients have very interesting experiences. She'll share those. She'll share them online, and she'll just read out the script. And I really love her videos, and I love her voice is so relaxing. It's just like an ASMR voice. It's just puts you at such ease. And so anyway, so I always whenever she puts out a new video, I always have to check it out. But she recently put out a new video, and she's been putting out videos similar to this too. And this is something that I wanted to talk about, the flash. So a lot of her what she shares is people that are experiencing this kind of big flash of light. There's this flash of light, and then everything changes. And the most recent one she shared was that there was this flash of light, and so this woman was experiencing this flash of light in the near future. And with these sorts of things, it's always near, what's far. But according to what she was saying, was that it's relatively near. It's not 10 years. It's not 5 years. It's like near. So, and but that could change as well as time always does. But what it was this light, this flash of light that happened, and then everything changed. And she went around her neighborhood and she noticed that there weren't many people there, that all the houses were like abandoned, like people just disappeared all of a sudden. And and she noticed that there were these like spaceships in the sky, and the sky was like a purplish color. And so yeah, the Flash. And many people I think are talking about this. I've heard many people talk about the Flash, and I've never channeled about it before. And so I did a little bit this morning. I was channeling a little bit about the Flash, and yeah, what I got about the Flash. So the flash of light. Yeah, if you're not familiar with it, it's just this whole concept of this raising the frequency, this ascension idea. And so that there's just this flash of light that happens and all this noise, and then all of a sudden, you're there. You're already there. And but it takes a few days for everyone to just realize what just happened. And at that time, I imagine people go to where they need to go. They go frequency wise. They go where they want to go, where their frequency dictates. So if you're in a lower frequency, you go to a lower place. If you're in a higher frequency, you go to a higher place. It's just about where you are, which is where you want to be. And so what I got about the Flash was that today was that it's not an outward force. It's not something that is created outside. It's not like some group of higher dimensional beings are like, okay, it's time for the Flash. Um, Not like that, but it's more like that we are creating it. So when our frequency as a collective reaches a certain point, then it has to happen. And so when that happens, then other ascended beings or higher dimensional beings will help out with the process. But we are the ones that are creating it. It's not some outside process where someone's waiting. Okay, they're close. Should I press the button now? No, it's not that. It's us. We're creating it. We're raising the frequency. And so, but what's happening, yeah, now, of course, is that we're being shown everything. We're going to be shown all the stuff that was hidden. And then we can make a true frequency choice about where we want to be. But so, yeah, so that was what I was shown about the Flash. But I didn't, that's what I got. And yeah, I'd never asked about it before. But so I thought today what we can do is just ask about it. So give us some more information about this Flash. The Flash. I got the Flash Gordon song stuck in my head now. It's quite a good song. All right, so the Flash. Let's ask about the Flash. So, yeah, can you give us any insight into the Flash? Into if you could give any timelines into it, and also, yeah, give us any information that we might need to know about it. All right, so here we go. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene. And yes, this Flash, as you title it, as you call it, the Flash, we would call it something different, but Flash for now, it serves its purpose. There will come a point, as this being was saying, there will come a point when your frequency rises to the point where it is inevitable that the frequency has to change, and that those who cannot sustain that higher frequency must go to a different place. That is part of this ascension process. And so this Flash idea is the instant where your frequency as a collective reaches that space. When a certain percentage of you on this planet reach that level, then it is inevitable and it has to happen. And you perceive it with your human senses as a flash of light, a sound. But what it is a paradigm shift. It is the sound of a paradigm shifting. It is the sound of a dimension shifting. It is the sound, the mechanical sound, you might say, the mechanical sound that you make, that your frequency makes when you reach this barrier, when you extend beyond this barrier. And so, yes, it sounds like many different things. It looks like many different things, but that is what is happening. It is not in that sense, it is not a technological event. It is your frequency rising, and your frequency is rising along with the Earth's frequency. And yes, there has been talk. There's much talk about this in many of your communities, and we would say that yes, it is coming close. Looking at your frequency throughout the planet at this moment, seeing all of your frequencies, it seems quite close. You are all in preparation for it. This is something that all of you know innately. You all understand this. You'll notice that many are leaving the earth at this moment. There are many that are leaving the earth, and there are many stories that describe why they're leaving the earth. But the overall story, the reason that they are truly leaving the earth is because they did not come for this new frequency. They came to experience this time and to leave before it comes. Their frequency will not be a match, and they know that innately. It's written within their blueprints. But they also wanted to see how close they could get to that point, to see how close they could get to this changing point. But knowing full well they would not probably make it to this point where it comes. So that is why many on your planet are leaving at this moment, because the frequency is rising and it isn't a match for them. And so they're deciding to leave. And this was their choice, the experience that they wanted to have here. And so many are leaving at this moment. And the flash, when it comes, you will know, all of you will know, and you are all being given a choice. You understand that this is a choice point for all of you to where your frequency is. Do you want to experience this? Now, there are some that came down not expecting to experience it, but they will because they've done so much work within one lifetime that they have created a miracle. Their life is a miracle, and they will remain for these coming times. But understand that this is not a judgment at all in that sense. To many of you, it sounds as if it is a judgment. It isn't a judgment. It is a choice. You're just making a choice. Where do you want to go? This new paradigm might not be for everyone. There will be a lot of things that don't exist the way that they do now. Things won't work the way that they do now on your planet, and that takes a lot of responsibility for all of you and a lot of creativity, because you will be creating the systems, you'll be creating the new world, and that is a lot of responsibility. You cannot relax and watch your social media and sit back and relax and just let everything happen. No, 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 you will be an active partner in creating this new world. And so this, yes, it is a lot of work. It is beautiful work, but it is a lot of work. And those who wish to remain in this system, those systems will be created for them, and they will experience that in other realms. And so that is what we would say about this flash, that it is you that is creating it, and it is coming close because all of your frequencies are rising. And one way that you'll know that it is coming close is before this happens, before this process happens, you need to be given a proper choice point. And that is why things start to become revealed. And so you know it is becoming close when all things that were hidden start to become revealed. Then you know that the time is coming near, is drawing near. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of stuff we already knew, I guess, right? TT Tracy says Allison is very pretty too. Yes, she is. Yeah. We've been getting lots of solar flares. We didn't really see anything. It doesn't feel like everything is changing. It does feel like everything's changing. Yeah. Yeah. It feels. Yeah. And you say I'm so over the 3D dumpy matrix. Yeah. I experienced something yesterday where speaking of hope, right? I lost hope, and you lose hope, right? Often. Well, not you. I lose hope often. I think, well, what am I doing? Why am I here? What's the point of all this? What's all this waiting and nothing's, all this stuff, of course. I'm not, of course, but I often do, I do that. And, and you lose hope, and you just wonder, what's the point of all of this? What's going on? And because before I could I could make plans, I could make things like within this world, like, okay, I'm gonna set this goal to like make this huge concert and do this thing, and maybe make a new CD or do all these things. But like all of that stuff like has no meaning for me anymore. It's not like I could do it, but it would just feel empty. It would be like, yeah, I'm just kind of placeholder. I'm just doing things to, hold over time. It's not something that I'm like passionate about. Whereas before I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this thing, yeah. But it's my mind and my heart, they're not there anymore. I'll do them, I'm writing music, I'm playing music, and I love music, but it's not the same drive. It's not like, oh, I have the stars in my eyes. It's just something that I do. And so I was, just losing hope. It's like, what's going on? What are we doing? And what's the point of it all? Like, you know, and what my guides had told me is that, and I think this is something they shared before, is that that everything's changing, right? This 3D matrix world that we live in is changing. It's falling apart, and all the systems that we believed in are falling apart, and so we can't trust in them anymore. We're not trusting them, but they don't do what they used to do for us, but we don't see the new systems yet, and so we're in this in between, this limbo period. But what they said is this is just a beautiful time to just believe, a beautiful time to just believe in source, trust in the universe, trust that it's all going to happen, and let it be what it needs to be, and let this time be what it needs to be. This time is very precious and very necessary, is what they were saying. It's very necessary for all of us. And so just understanding that we're living in historic times, and to just enjoy the process. And it's a new process, and we're not really used to it. We don't know, we're used to like, things happening, this is going to happen next week, and this is, we're going to do this. But it's like, it's not like that. It's just this kind of like, okay, we're waiting for something. Things are getting a little wacky out there. And if anyone else is suffering from that, just what they said, just trust the universe. The universe has your back. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Just you don't have to fight it. You don't have to go against it. Just let it be what it needs to be, is what they were saying. And I know that's easier said than done. But so T.T. Tracy said, watching the awakening is very exciting. Yeah, it is. It is. Sometimes exciting, and sometimes like, what, when, what? But yeah. Maybe it's just me. I try not to do that, but sometimes. But anyway, guys, so I hope you guys are hopeful. Again, I don't have the energy to do the pocket of peace today, but I will, once I get my energy back, I'll start doing pockets of pieces. So I hope you guys are hopeful. If you're interested in what I offer, it's down below. I can't see it here, but you can probably see it. So as they say in Okinawa, right? Go beach. Again, I'm not sponsoring this. This is just a random cup. I actually went to see if they had another one, but they don't make them anymore. It's just a random cup that they made. So, and you might be wondering, why is he so, Anyway, I hope you guys are hopeful, and T.T. Tracy, thanks for joining in, and Michael, thanks for joining in. I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. So, ciao for now.